Hey, it's Slime, and welcome back to the extracurricular advanced villain course. And we're starting with the all-for-one successor, Shigiraki. As you can see, his R ability destroys buildings and most structures. It also puts a debuff on enemies that makes it so they suffer 20% more damage. His quirk A hits 4 times in a row. And just as an example, it did 20 damage before, but with the debuff it now does 24 for 4 hits. Quirk B is a massive AoE that only gets bigger the more you upgrade it, and does ticks of 18 until you leave that area. It's a fun one to upgrade first, but probably not the best. And same thing, if you use the special action, it'll be more. Quirk Y grabs you, hitting for 24 damage on impact, ticks for 5, and on the throw, hits for 87 damage. His kit is loaded, but he really struggles if people are in the air or you're getting shot by projectiles. Close range, close quarters, or even when the zone is small, he is superior. Now for the level 9 abilities. Quirk A gets increased range and wider width, and now hits for 30 damage for 4 ticks. Actually, every ability gets increased range. Quirk B gets a massive area around it, and even goes up walls and damages people on the top of those walls. Ticking for 30 damage the entire time, and you can stack the Quirk A on top of it. For Quirk Y, the impact is 55, ticks for 5, and throws him at 100 damage. On to the next one, who's Dabi. His Quirk A is a homing attack that does 35 damage on impact. Also leaves a burn, but not as serious as Shoto's. You know what's been stuck in my head? Dabi yaddy, Dabi yaddy, Dabi yaddy. His Quirk B are traps that you can lay down, and they do 20 damage for 8 hits. Which is insane damage for level 1. His barrier is just a barrier that hurts you on entry. Now at level 9, his Quirk A does 60 damage on impact. But unlike Shoto, the burn doesn't increase. Now on Quirk B, the traps are hitting for 30 damage each for 8 hits. His Quirk Y is very useful for deflecting or blocking projectiles, but they can hit you above you, overhead. And now we move on to Toga. Toga and Dabi are the only technical characters in the game right now. Aizawa is also technical, but he's coming out soon. As you can see, her Quirk A at level 1 does 20 damage, but has insane range like Shoto and Ibara. Look at that. Can't even see them. Her Quirk B is really fun to use. A lot of people use it for movement speed, really get you out of a bad situation. While we wait for that to get off cooldown, her Quirk Y does 20 damage for 2 hits and allows you to transform into that character and whatever level's quirks they've upgraded. And you dismiss it by crouching twice. Quirk B with a full combo is an initial hit of 10, 2 hits of 21 after that, and landing a 60 for the knockaway. 60 is also the damage if that's the initial hit, once you're already in the swiping running animation. Now let's get on to these level 9 abilities. If you're looking for the most damage, Quirk A is the one you want to upgrade first. Let's see, can we get a shot this far? There we go. Hits for 30 damage. And just look at how many knives I had. It's in the 20s to start with. And the reload time is not slow. Instead of 60, we're hitting for 90 on impact. When you're close range with the Quirk B level 9, it is an initial hit of 10, 2 hits of 45, and a final hit of 90. And by the time you finish the animation, it's almost up again. Look at that. Quirk Y at level 9, the damage does not increase when you steal their ability, but the time duration that you can be transformed is, and it's significantly. The thing about her that she can never truly be behind, let's say you die and get revived, you level up Quirk Y as much as you can for a comeback and just take someone else who's already gotten all the equipment. All the levels up. Level ups. Yeah. If you stall out like this and you steal Ida, you can crouch twice, go back to you, have no stall effect. If you crouch twice slowly, it doesn't work. You have to do it quick. Some people seem to be confused about her R ability, so I'd like to demonstrate. When your opponent is down, you can go up to them and hit R. You automatically fill your quirk meter up, and you can steal it. And you can do it over and over again. Honestly, it's just an easier way to get somebody's character. And it's funny, right before you kill them. Now moving on to the Malicious Magician Compress. The tiny ball that he throws out does 5 damage, but what comes out of it does 50. Everyone's melee combo should be 120. His R ability is nice, but it needs a buff. You can basically compress an ally and hold them in your ball, and they will rejuvenate health. Quirk Y only hurts someone if they're in your space when you move, and hits for 70. Quirk A at level 9 becomes a giant truck you throw out and does 70 damage. When Quirk B is upgraded, it's all about durability and size, and it reflects projectiles. Very good for this current meta. I preferably like to pop smoke and then get back in there while throwing up the shield, and things just get reflected back. You'll get knocks for sure. Quirk Y now does 120 damage, but you'll never really hit anyone with it, because if they're that close, they'll probably stop you from traveling with your Quirk Y. Congratulations on completing your extracurricular advanced villain course. I'm proud of you, and if you enjoyed, please give a like. I make fun and funny gaming content as well, so please check it out. Also, every hero is already up for this type of video, so please enjoy. See you later.